Hello, Wazwar here, back with another video, and today is going to be a little bit of a different one. I'm going to be showcasing the amount of money I'm making from my small, about 3,500 subscriber RuneScape channel. On top of that, I want to show some cool things I found from digging through my analytics. It's now been 3 months since I got approved for monetization from YouTube, so I have a nice data set to work from. I don't have a Patreon or a way of accepting donations at this point, so the only income I have from these videos is the YouTube revenue shown in this video. I wanted to make this video to be transparent with y'all about the amount of money I'm making, and I plan on making this annually as long as I'm continuing to make videos. So first, we need to look at the requirements to run ads on your videos. To be eligible for monetization, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours over the past 12 months. After that, you sign up, and within a couple days, you get approved, assuming you aren't breaking YouTube's terms of service, and you're able to run ads on your videos. Personally, I reached 1,000 subscribers on May 14th and got monetization on the afternoon of the 14th, so about 5 days later. If you are a RuneScape YouTuber, you probably don't need to worry about the watch hours, as the long-form content of sort of the RuneScape genre makes it relatively easy to reach those hours. For me, I had over 10,000 watch hours by the time I got to the 1,000 subscriber number. So how do ads on YouTube work? Basically, when an ad is to be played to you, it takes the viewer's profile and it auctions off the ad. It'll say something like, we have a 26-year-old male from Vermont that has interest in extreme sports, MMOs, and chess. How much do you want to pay to show your ad? And then it takes the highest price and runs that ad and then pays the YouTuber. YouTuber will take 45% of the revenue generated from ads, and the creator gets the other 55%, so a little over half of it. The price used here is commonly referred to as CPM, or cost per mil, which when we translate into English means how much the advertisers are paying for 1,000 plays of their ad on your videos. Now, of course, if you're using an ad block or YouTube decides that it's been too soon since the last ad and doesn't show an ad, then there will be no revenue. One more thing that I want to touch on in terms of revenue is that subscribers really don't matter. As nice it is to gain subscribers, you guys subscribing doesn't actually give me any money, and just because I have a larger subscriber count doesn't mean I'll end up making more money. As a whole, your subscribers will watch about 10% of your videos, so you guys listening, you probably have watched 5 or 6 of my videos on average, I would say. So if we look at the largest RuneScape YouTubers, at least on the RuneScape 3 side, there's like 30 to 50k seems to be the peak for subscribers. So that means that their like baseline for views on a video is 3 to 5k. They probably won't go much lower than that unless it's something completely unrelated to RuneScape, and then it has the potential to be considerably lower as you're not targeting your subscribers. Past that, it's down to the algorithm for how well your video does, because people don't really go into their subscription feed anymore. They mostly just look at the homepage and let the algorithm tell them what to do. Subscriber count is mostly a hollow statistic that is mostly used for ego and bragging. It's almost like Instagram followers, where your follower count isn't as important as your interaction with likes and comments, as kind of anyone can buy followers or anyone can buy subs, but they can't buy interaction. Not that you guys aren't important to me. Every one of you are, as I cherish every sub I am lucky enough to get. It's just not a metric for success as much as it used to be back in the golden days of YouTube. And just looking at the sub number isn't a good way to determine how much income they are making from their videos. So without further ado, let's look at my revenue. I've got it set up to show between the 19th of May and the 19th of August, which is 93 days and essentially 3 months. It amounts to a total revenue of $895.49. which is just under $10 a day, which is kind of nice for a side hustle, but for the amount of hours I've put in, it's definitely not worth it. I should also mention that I'm Canadian, so all of the numbers in this video are Canadian dollars, and it's about like 4 Canadian dollars for 3 US dollars. So lower your expectations if you're a US citizen. Now there's 2 other statistics here, RPM, which is revenue per mil, essentially the total amount of revenue I've made from my channel per view and then multiplied by 1,000. This means that I'm making about 3 cents for every 10 views or $3 for every 1,000 views. Now the second number is CPM, which we mentioned before, is how much advertisers are paying on average to show ads on my videos for 1,000 views, which is $9.49, which, looking at what I've seen around, seems to be average for gaming content, but quite low in comparison with other industries like finance or coding that can get up to like $20 to $30 dollars per 1,000 views. So now you know my secret. You know what I'm making. Well, I want to show you my best video, and you can kind of see it at the bottom here, but my archaeology guide has made me a whopping $170. And the coolest part about this is that the views are incredibly consistent. So if we go to the last 28 days, it's pretty much an average of about 600 views a day. And it ends up being about $1.50 to $2 a day. And this guide should continue to make views for quite a long time, as it'll be until someone else makes like a more updated 1 to 120 guide that should hold on to this viewership. It's also funny, if you look here, the drop for DXP, it's like the 10 days that DXP was averaged half the views than others because archaeology doesn't work on DXP yet. This video is pretty unique for my channel, as most older videos don't actually do very well, as unless it gets randomly picked up by the algorithm a second time, it doesn't really get recommended that much. So older videos don't necessarily generate any revenue. Like if I go ahead and look at, like, let's just say my third Bossman video. So I have the same screen here for my third Bossman video. And if you look at the last 28 days, it gets like 10 views a day because someone's going through the old videos. So I'm making pennies each day. So series-based content will never make long-term money. It's just like a short burst of big money right away, while guides and content like that people are going to actively search for are more likely to make you more money over a longer period, but not necessarily do as well right at the start. So another cool thing I wanted to show was the mobile versus desktop revenue and view count. So mobile phone watching makes up for 64% of my total revenue, while only making up 40% of my total views, while computer makes up 29% of my total revenue, but well over half of my total views. And this basically all has to do with the fact that on a computer, it's very easy to ad block, let's say in Google Chrome or Firefox, but on a mobile phone, you can't actually ad block in the YouTube app. So it's very hard for people to not get served the ads when I put them on the videos. So they end up getting a much higher revenue. To show the difference between the two, I calculated my RPM on the mobile videos, which is $4.64 per 1,000 views, while on the desktop, it's only $1.63 for the same 1,000 views. So that's a full $3 less per 1,000 views. So it really cuts into the income. So the more mobile focused I make my videos, the more money I make. I'm not particularly focusing on that at the moment, but it's something to consider for the future if someone's trying to make more money on YouTube. One final thing I want to show is right now I am looking at the analytics for my Luck Rings video, which is only 6 minutes and 52 seconds long. So that means that there are no potential for mid-roll ads, which means my revenue is considerably lower per view on it. It still made quite a lot, for at least for my videos, because the amount of views I got is very high than what I normally get. As you can see, this typical performance is much lower. So if we take our 16.3K views, no, it's other way around. So we have to take our 3449 and we divide it by 16.3. We end up with $2.11 on average per view. However, if we look at my Barrows video, which only has 7.7K views, is still already ahead of the Luck Rings in revenue, as I've generated $41.5 in revenue. And this video is 11 minutes long, which allowed me to put mid-rolls. And if we calculate out the RPM, we go 41.5 divided by 7.7, and we end up with 5.39, so almost triple. This is an exceptionally high revenue per view video. I'm not exactly sure why that's the case. I haven't figured it out. Maybe it's just the type of people that wanted to get this video were the type of people that are more valuable to advertisers. Each video varies a massive amount, so you can't really discern anything from one statistic, but a trend is if a video is longer and has relatively good watch time, and you put mid-rolls in it, you make more money. So that's basically everything I wanted to cover in this video. So hope you enjoyed all the statistics, and I'll catch you in the next one.